morning, everybody. It's your boy D Mac. So let's talk. All right, we're gonna talk about some sports this morning, and like I always say, I leave the stats to the other guys, and I really get into the issues that's going on in sports and stuff like that. So I have a different take on sports issues. But salute to everybody who come in and support. Salute to everybody who push that like button, who subscribe, and who share this information to everybody else because that's how we grow. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Salute to my boy Big J over there. Big J, let's talk. We're on the same page, and everybody else out there. So now that we've got past the formalities, let's talk about some of these things that's going on. And the topic that I really want to get into is these NFL training camp fights. Man, what's going on? What's really going on? Now I know we have training camp skirmishes. That happens, yeah, but it seems to be a little bit more than normal, and it's a little bit more vicious now. We had a few. We just had one with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, it was having a little training camp scrimmage with the Titans. And him and the defensive back Chris Jackson, they got into it. And you know how Antonio Brown is. Don't be trying to hold me out here, boy. And Chris Jackson like, well, don't be hitting me in my face. You know what I'm saying? And then they got into it. You know what I'm saying? They ripping helmets off. Say Antonio connected with a right to the jaw. You know what I'm saying? Chris, you need to get your bob and weave game intact, bro. Can't be having dudes out there swinging on you, connecting like that. That could sit you out for a couple games or something. So you might want to get that in check. Coach, y'all got to get Antonio Brown in check. You can't be swinging on people like that, bro. You know, you getting another chance in the league. This ain't a good look right now for you, man. You know, I can understand a little smacking each other helmets and leave it at that, man, and y'all back up and get back to business. But when you ripping helmets off and connecting to the jaw and stuff like that, come on, bro. That right there can lead to other things, and you don't really want that type of bad blood with somebody that you respect as a opponent and as a equal as an athlete. So yeah, man, y'all need to chill out on that, bro. We had another in the same practice. Devin White, linebacker, he done suplex somebody. Where we doing that at? That's what we doing now. We out here suplexing cats. That's what's hot in the streets right now. Come on, man. We got to do better than this, man. You doing stuff like that, suplexing somebody. A few weeks ago, there was a player that was trying to make the roster for the Panthers, and he went out there, man, and he hit this dude so hard, man, with the legal hit. He led with the head, and you never lead with the head. You know how serious they are about that right now, especially with the CTE problems. And he did that, man, and he got cut. He got cut for doing that because he sent that dude to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, I was just so caught up in the moment that I didn't even realize. And I believe that, man. You know, I believe it. He said it with sincerity, man. He was so apologetic, man. And, he was humble. He wasn't trying to defend his actions. He just said what it was. Man, I was caught up in the moment. You trying to get a spot on the roster. You trying to show him what you got. So, man, I just threw my all into it, man. I wasn't thinking about that. And salute to that young brother, man. And I hope you land somewhere and really get an opportunity and learn from that mistake, man. But I'm saying that to say this, man. When you're doing stuff like suplexing people and pulling helmets off and trying to have a boxing match, dude, go to the celebrity boxing match if you want to fight. If y'all really wanted that bad, Antonio Brown, Chris Jackson, I'm pretty sure y'all can get an undercard fight with Jake Paul. Logan Paul. Y'all can definitely get that popping if y'all want to throw hands. But out there on the football field where you get paid millions of dollars to be a professional and be able to contain your emotions like that, nah, bro, that ain't necessary because you hurt somebody when you caught up in your emotions like that, or you hurt yourself. I remember a lot of times, man, in Little League football, I used to always tell them, if you play scared, you're going to get hurt. That's the easiest and quickest way to get hurt, man, is playing scared. So, you know, y'all guys are not showing these kids a good example, man. And we're not expecting you to raise our children or nothing like that, but we are expecting y'all to show them the right way to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they coming up in these junior leagues and stuff like that, they're always taught that when you get in the pros, then you're gonna have to set a standard and you're gonna have to carry yourself like this. And then when you get to the pros, you see them acting a fool worse than the kids that was coming up through the ranks with you. Yo, man, we need to get this in check. Professional football players, we understand the passion and all that y'all have. We understand that a lot of y'all are even suffering from brain damage. We understand that. We know what traumatic brain injury is. You know what I'm saying? That's also something we dealt with in the military as well. So I understand those hits to the head and what the impact of that can do to you, man. So we understand that some of you are going through some psychological things, some mental things as a result of these hits to the head. I was talking about Antonio Brown before and how when he went to the Raiders, which I'll be talking about next, when he went to the Raiders, he was complaining about his helmet because he wanted a specific type of helmet with a specific type of padding in it because of that hit that he took from what was dude named Devontae Burfict. Yeah. So they was calling him a diva because he was trying to protect his head, man. But this is the reason why. Because of this type of environment that you deal with during these training camps and scrimmages and stuff like that, man, you got to be able to protect yourself because it get heated in the field. And these guys can really do some damage caught up in the moment. And I said I was going into talking about the Raiders. Man, the Raiders and the Rams just got into it. They had a big brawl going on. It was so bad that they had to end the training camp because it wasn't like it was just one big fight. No, it was just constant fighting to the point to where coach had to send the dudes to the bus. Man, y'all go get on the bus, bro. We ain't gonna do this. We're not doing this. And that's taken away from their conditioning. That's taken away from those dudes who trying to get a spot on the roster. Then you just cut a couple of days off of him making an opportunity for himself in the league because you can't control your emotions in the moment. So this is a big issue because this is something that is becoming commonplace all the way across the board in the United States in every facet that we live. People are not able to control their emotions. They're not able to control their actions, and it's causing a lot of people to hurt. It's causing a lot of people to lose out. We are losing so much with this negative, toxic energy that we can't seem to get under wraps. This is a big problem and we need to address it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm addressing it to each and every one of you football players out there who swear you so much of a man. If you was a man, you'd be able to get your emotions in check and not hurt somebody else just because you in your feelings in the moment about a play, or frustrated because you didn't get a pass, or frustrated because this dude is locking you down, or frustrated because this dude keep coming up and putting the palm in your face off the line. Come on, man. This is football. This is one of the most fierce contact sports that there is in the world, other than rugby and stuff like that. But this is a very fierce game. And there's gonna be fingers in your face. Man, I remember one time I broke my finger just because I was stiff arming somebody and they sandwiched my fingers. So there's things that's gonna happen, man, and you can't take everything personal unless it is personal, and that's something that you need to settle off the field and in the ring. Like I said, Jake Paul and them got open. They got open fights. They got undercard fights for they main events and stuff like that. If you really have that much of a problem with somebody, take it there. You can make you a couple dollars off of it. You can entertain everybody. We can see you get Nate Robinson and it. Nah, salute to Nate Robinson. I ain't even gonna pick at you like that, my brother. But you shouldn't have got in that ring because I'm gonna tell you now, not everybody is meant to box. You don't play boxing, you box. But going back to what I was saying, you guys, that's where you need to take it. But don't bring that to the football field because we don't need any of our kids trying to emulate what you doing. We see it, a lot of this going on with wide receivers. Why is that? Why is this seems to be a wide receiver thing a lot of the times? Because you look at the Odell Beckham Juniors and the Terrell Owens and the Randy Mosses, all of these guys, the Ocho Cincos, Chad Johnson, man, Michael Irv, man, I can go on and on and on, man, of receivers who can't seem to control their emotions, man. Y'all dudes, I don't understand what that is, man, but y'all need to check on that. Somebody need to do a sports study. Maybe I'll do. I'm gonna do a sports study on why these wide receivers always have this. I guess I don't really want to say diva or prima donna attitude, but that's kind of what it is, man. That's really kind of what it is. And so I'm gonna just call it for what it is. So y'all had this why is it those receivers that be like that, man? Y'all just need to calm down some. Now, 2 weeks ago, the Giants had a whole team brawl against nobody but themselves. It was just them. What's going on, man? And now you see these guys out here on the field, and in these preseason games, you can see the disruptions in their training camps. You can see where they missed practices and they had to stop because of these unnecessary interactions on the training camp field. You see who's hurting from this stuff. All of these teams whose names are coming up in the headlines, when you see them playing these games, they get smoked. The Giants look horrible. Well, I can't say that Tampa Bay look horrible, but I mean, man, these guys just need to get it together, bro. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the Philly and New England Patriots game. Um, it was a long road for Philly, man. I'm not gonna pick. I'm just gonna say it for what it is, man. Mac Jones looked really good, man. He looked really comfortable and confident back there, especially after they just started kind of running up the score a little bit. And man, this kid is going to be something nice. And I see why Cam Newton is threatened. He has good reason to be threatened by Mac Jones because one false move, a couple of bad games from Cam Newton, and Mac Jones is that quarterback, and he gonna come in, and I feel like he will seize the moment, seize that opportunity. So there is a lot of pressure on Cam Newton right now because Mac Jones is definitely crawling up his back. And you know I'm partial to the name Mac anyway, so I'm going. But Cam was my dude when he was at Carolina, so you know I'm torn on that a little bit. But Mac Jones, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of this kid, man. He's doing a awesome job right now, and that's what you like to see out of these young guys because they're the future of the league. A lot of guys get so comfortable in who they like and who they've liked and enjoyed over the years, and they're impartial to the new guys that's coming in because nobody really comfortable with change. But change is necessary in order for the game to go on and evolve into what it's going to become. So, you know, we have to accept the Mac Browns in. We have to accept the what's my man name down there, Trevor Lawrence. You know, we have to accept these young guys in, man, and cultivate these young guys and bring them up because that's going to be the future entertainment in the league. So salute to Jalen Hurts, salute to Mac Jones. I've been seeing Flacco get way more snaps than Jalen Hurts. What is that about? I really don't understand it, man. Jalen Hurts really needs to get as many snaps as he can going into this season, you would think. But it seems like Flacco is getting most of the snaps, most of the playing time. Um, I'm not gonna speculate on any of that, man. We'll just see what Philly's doing right now. I don't know, but yeah, that showing 35 zip, bro. That was kind of rough to watch. Um, so like I say, it still stands. Washington, we've narrowed down to three names, but we're not gonna reveal it. We're gonna just go ahead and drop it on you when the season starts. I feel like that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for the season opener so that they can go ahead and reveal the name of the new mascot and all of that stuff to everybody. But we're gonna be at the top of our division once again, and I hope it's with a better record than we had before because being at the top of your division with the losing record is kind of like uh, dating the prettiest girl in school, but finding out it's your cousin. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good it's not a good feeling. It's very bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? So I hope we do a lot better in that aspect, come out with a winning season and being at the top of our division, which we definitely are because everybody else is looking very questionable right now. Philly, New York, and Dallas all look very suspect. And even though we lost to New England, it wasn't like they just came and thrashed us. You know, it came down to, and I'm liking what I was seeing out of Heineke and what's the other guy name? I can't think of his name right now, but he's like third or fourth string quarterback who put together a good drive, took it down there, scored, and was about to tie the game up with the 2 point conversion, but the receivers fumbled the ball, so they didn't give it to him. And so that showed me that hey, we can play with these top contenders and really get the ball moving down the field. So that's what I wanted to see from us, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a whole lot more from that, Fritz. So yeah, man, things are shaping up pretty good in our little division, and I look forward to seeing what's coming up next. But I don't want to see no more fights. If I want to see fights, I'll watch hockey, I'll watch boxing, and I'll watch the Housewives of Atlanta. But I don't want to see no fights right now in no football. That ain't where we fight at. Y'all can't fight anyway. Most of y'all athletes cannot fight. I see uh the basketball players and how they be swinging because they'll put it in slow motion so you can see the punches. Oh my God, y'all are horrible at fighting. Leave the fighting to the fighters and stick to what you do best. This is your boy D Mac, man. You know what I say. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.